The Oppo Find X5 is an interesting attempt to offer high-end features of the Pro model for a cheaper price. Can it be convincing? We tested it for you. In the previous generations of the Find X series, at least in the global market, there was no normal model without an addition in the name. We only had Neo, but that's over now. With the Find X5 for less than €1,000, Oppo promises almost the same experience that the Pro delivers. Can this be adhered to? Let's start with the clear differences. The Oppo Find X5 comes without ceramics. Although the back is made of Corning Gorilla Glass 5, it feels similar to the material that Oppo itself calls Oppo Glow. So it has a matte texture that is still relatively high quality to the touch. In any case, the material repels fingerprints well. The infinite curve, which was further developed in the Find X5 Pro, is only found to a limited extent in the Find X5. You can clearly see where the red pencil went. Nevertheless, I like the camera element, since the lenses are completely behind a glass, so that you only have one increase. The lip around the camera module is also clearly noticeable, which I didn't really find disturbing. Oppo saves little on the internal hardware. You get 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. Logically, the processor used is not the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, but the flagship from last year, the Snapdragon 888. Apparently, as usual with Oppo, no savings were made on cooling it. The Snapdragon 888 never got too hot in any daily scenario that would make the phone uncomfortable to hold. The entire camera setup is solid identical to that of the much more expensive Pro model. We find the Sony IMX766 as the sensor for the main and ultra-wide-angle camera, and there is also the double optical zoom with 13 megapixels. The powered by Mary Silicon lettering is also on the camera module. So that means that the same Mary Silicon X from the Find X5 Pro is in the normal Find X5. And it should be possible to exploit all the features of the chip. What is really still missing? The 5-axis stabilization, a standout feature of the more expensive brother. Nevertheless, the videos were relatively stable, even with only 3 axes. On the underside of the Find X5, you will find the dual SIM slot, SIM is also supported, the USB-C port, and one of the 2 speakers. Now we come to the most significant downgrade compared to the Find X5 Pro. The Find X400 is just under €5 cheaper, something must be missing somewhere, and that can be clearly felt on the display. Although the display is also an AMOLED panel, it does not have LTPO technology. This allows the 120Hz display to be reduced to a refresh rate of 1 Hz, in order to save battery. So it's a regular AMOLED display with Full HD Plus resolution and slightly milder colors. That depends on the manufacturer of the display, which one BOE is the 5th largest display supplier in the world. Nevertheless, you can clearly see that Samsung's displays are simply better. The display is not bad, you would definitely get along with it in everyday life. But once you have the display of the Find X5 Pro or Realme GT2 Pro, which use LTPO 2.0 from Samsung, in front of your eyes, you can see a clear difference in the quality and also the representation of the colors. The speakers are significantly better than the Find X3 Pro. They produce a much better stereo effect and a louder sound without becoming tinny. As always, you should listen to the speakers in real life. It's difficult to convey this with just text or videos. The fingerprint sensor is again an optical one. Still, it's damn fast, but it's not much faster than that of the Find X3 Pro. Not much will happen there either. But I didn't have the impression that savings were made here. An ultrasonic sensor would be nice to see anyway. My conclusion on the Find X5 from Oppo would probably be, packed a lot, saved a little wrong. Personally, I would have preferred a better display, but then accepted slower charging at 65 watts. By the way, the wireless charging speed of the Find X5 is limited to 30 watts, which is more than enough. If the price drops from €999 to around €850 to €900, or if you get a lot of goodies, as with the pre-order campaign, then it's worth it. If you don't want to do without anything, you should continue to use the Find X5 Pro. So, if you want more videos like this, subscribe to the channel and leave your comments. Thank you for watching, see you soon.